Hey there everybody, it's Mike Delisio with another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing. And today we're going to be taking a look at a big Kickstarter pledge. We're looking at Street Fighter, the miniatures game, but we're also going to be looking at the stretch goals. And we're also going to be looking at the boss expansion. So there's a whole lot of stuff here. I'm not going to be going into tremendous amount of details on any of it just because there is a lot to cover and this is an unboxing video. That's not the purpose. The purpose is to kind of give you an idea of what you'll find inside the box. So Street Fighter, as you are more than likely pretty aware of, is a remarkably popular video game. It's been around for a long time, has a lot of devoted fans. It has really become a part of popular culture. Street Fighter, the miniatures game, is 2 to 6 players. Versus is 30 minutes, multi 15 minutes per player. It's an exciting, high-quality, pre-painted miniatures board game that uses the Universal Tactics system. This system allows 2 to 6 players to simulate fights across Street Fighter's iconic roster by controlling their favorite characters, playing cards from 40-card character-specific battle decks, and rolling dice to determine attack and defense results. Multiple play modes, including versus, free-for-all, and teams. Stage maps with 3D destructible terrain inspired by the video games. An innovative combo attack system rewards smart play and hand management. Use powerful super and ultra attacks for impressive finishes. All right, so pre-painted minis, 3D construct terrain. Here is our rule book, and it looks to be a relatively large rule book. But there's a lot of pictures here too, it looks as well. So here's our components, and it goes into detail about the different components, mostly cards, and the different setups. So it's saying for new players, they recommend playing with versus mode, and it's a 2-player game that takes about, it says head-to-head match composed of 2 or 3 timed rounds. We recommend 25 minutes. All right. It goes into detail on how you use this movement, the attack sequence, which as you might expect is going to be a pretty big part of the game, the combo action system, performing an ultra, attack whiffs, counter attacking, throw cards, collisions, attack card movement, projectiles in line of sight, EX attacks, terrain types. And then you've got different modes, the multiplayer rules, the team mode, the free-for-all mode, the power-up mode, so lots of different ways to play the game. Tag team mode, classic arcade mode, 3-on-3 mode, different variants. And then a glossary, some stage diagrams, the dojo, the Air Force Base, how to build your game. You can see there's a lot of cardboard constructs here, which I will not be building on camera. And then a kind of overview there. So there's going to be a lot here to look at. Cardboard components, these seem to be nice, good quality cardboard. These trees will be slotted together to build a 3D tree there. You can see that. More cardboard constructs to build, crates, rockets. See all these put together, I'm sure would look nice out there on the play area. Got rocks. All right, so let's take a look here. Here we've got the dojo board. It's about as far zoomed out as I can get there. Got that board, and then the Air Force board. But again, this is mostly just grids. I mean, this is really just, most of it's going to be made up of things that you're placing out there on the board and these pre-painted minis, which I'm getting ready to show you here in just a moment. Here we've got a kind of a dial here, dual dial. Got multiples of them here. Okay. Got a lot of cards. Whole lot of cards. I am not going to show off all these cards, but just look, each character has their own deck. So what I will do is I will just pick one of these. They all got their own deck, okay? I'll pick Zangief because he's here on the top. And we'll just kind of flip through these cards. Okay, a lot of information on these cards. A lot of very small text, which to my eyes is challenging, I'm not going to lie. My eyes are not what they used to be. You can see it's got kind of that iconic art. Double knee drop, body slam, spinning pile driver. So this is going to, I mean, this is going to really hit that nostalgia a lot. If you are a fan of Street Fighter, I'm sure this is going to evoke a lot of different memories for you and probably make you pretty happy. Let's look at the custom dice. All right, so these are custom D6s. They are etched, engraved. Those are very nice. I like those dice quite a bit. I think those look really good. Pop those down there. We've got what look to be some player aid cards. All right. Oops. I'm throwing them around here. Okay. That just is the basic information for players. Let's take a look at these pre-painted minis because look, these are going to be the star of the show. Hopefully the game is good. That too hard to tell from just looking at the rule book quickly, but these minis are really impressive looking. So let's just go through all of them one by one. They are large, detailed, fully painted with translucent plastic accoutrements. I mean, these are beautiful minis. These are really, in some ways, more like toys. There's Zangief. We were looking at his cards. But a good level of detail on these, to my eyes. Again, I am not a minis person. Other people may differ in their belief, but I think these are really nice looking minis. Very dynamic action. You know, these are not static looking figures at all to me. Nice. Getting ready to do his signature move there. Chun-Li. Yeah, these are really impressive looking figures. A little bit challenging to get out of there, but yeah, see, I really like this at the bottom there. That's a good look. So, one thing that's, if for me, is clear is that the quality of the miniatures are really, really impressive. So let's look at some of these stretch goals and see if that entails more of those impressive minis. It sure looks like it's going to. So let's take a look. My goodness, okay. So we've got a car bonus stage. Arcade cabinet that you can build. That's hilarious. The Box of Rules variant. The Capcom Cup. Wow, lots of minis here. This is pretty impressive. My goodness. Okay, well, lots of stuff here. We've got more boards. Okay. You can make out those two boards. Here's the arcade cabinet that you can build. I will not be building on camera. That would be a recipe for disaster. Our car destruction board. More of our kind of little meters there. Car destruction there. It's pretty funny. got some cards that I'll show off a bit, and then a whole lot of minis. So let's just take a look at Blanca here. I mean, you can see there, again, there are decks for every one of these fighters. And this could be, you know, if you wanted to go through all these card decks, you're looking at probably closer to an hour unboxing, and that's really not what we try to do here, but show off at least some. And you can get a sense just based off of one or two of these characters kind of what the others are going to be like. But it looks like there's a lot of variety. I would imagine each character is going to play different. It's going to do certain things better than others, going to have certain strengths and weaknesses. That just seems like a pretty standard guess. So let's look at these minis that are super impressive. Some of the best pre-painted minis I've ever seen. Okay, and there's a lot of them as well. There we go. But all of these minis are just so dynamic. They really evoke the action of the game. You know, they don't just seem like static figures. They all really have a lot of dynamism. I know I've been overusing that word, but it's the one that seems to fit for me. Here is apparently the Capcom Cup you can win. All right. This one is really not wanting to come out. There we go. Wow. Okay. I love that. That's great. That might be my favorite one. But they're all really impressive, honestly. I haven't seen one of these I haven't thought are really, really well done. And if you've played the game, it's going to just evoke a lot of memories. It definitely seems like they have definitely leaned into the fan service for fans of Street Fighter. This is definitely going to be something that is, I would imagine, very exciting. Okay. Did I do this wrong? I'm going to have to mess with this another time. Move that to the side. Move this to the side. Last thing we're going to do is look at this boss expansion. All right. It includes everything you need to introduce extremely powerful boss characters. Okay, and this is also a one versus many game, it looks like now, if you choose to play it. One player controls the boss in a battle against a team of 3 rival players. So a new way to play the game. Another big box here. Here's the rule book. Going to be talking about how the boss expansion changes. Focuses on 2 powerful fighters from the Street Fighter universe. The Ruthless Dictator M. Bison and the Raging Demon Akuma. All right, and it talks about the differences in boss mode, if you're going to be playing it that way. Stage diagrams, Nemesis mode. How to build your 3D constructs. All right, chicken crates. And you can expand your game as well. All right, along with an overview there. Okay, more cardboard constructs. I'm going to kind of go a little bit more quickly here because we've already taken up a lot of time on this, but there's a lot to look at. So all of these would be put together, of course. Here's our new double-sided game board, our stage area. Probably makes more sense like this with our statues at the top there. kind of our street scene here. Got more of our dials there. Some more cards that we can show off. These appear to be a little bit different. These are like boss challenge cards for the different mode of the game. And then it looks like each character also has its own deck, which are similar to the ones we have seen before. So I don't think we need to look at those, but let's look at these last two impressive minis. Okay, there's a Kuna. Just so much detail on these. There's a lot going on. And then M. Bison. There we go. So, look folks, there's a lot. This is a big Kickstarter pledge with a whole lot of things happening, a whole lot of things going on. Expansions, stretch goals, you name it. But I think that gives you a pretty good idea of what you're going to find inside the box of Street Fighter's The Miniatures Game. Thank you for watching another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing.